Hi guys, and today we are going to be reviewing or looking at the North British Railway C-Class or the L&NER J36 by Hornby. Here is some model information. In 2018 Hornby released the J36, and also in 2019 they released some more variants including a khaki rod livery one. I believe you can get kits as well. So as we move on to the front of the locomotive, it does have lampines down here, as you can see. Also has a separately plied and painted smokebox dart as well. Has the number of the loco, has a hook for the chain link. The buffers are sprung. As we move on to the side of the locomotive, as you can see through the gap there, Hornby have made a job at the cylinders inside, which is always good. We've got the reverser rod here, and it is metal, I believe. We also have the lining, which is red around the splashes or the wheel arches up to the cab, and it goes around the cab too. It's also on the boiler band. We have the red and black on the boiler bands too. We have a separately plied chimney, a little very fine handrail there. We have the dome, which looks separately plied too. We have the whistles and safety valves as well added, which are plastic. The wheel configuration is a 06. As we move on to the other side of the loco, there's a few differences here. Being that tap there, which I think lets some sort of water out, I could be wrong. You can also see the cylinders in more detail there. We have, I think, a Westinghouse pump. We also have some more pipe work going on around here, quite a lot actually. We have some pipe work there. We have the washout plugs as well, and a handle above the window too. Lining under the axles and all around there. Coal load is okay, not too bad. The coal rail is a little flimsy, it's a little thin, so good. Tender is light. Hornby have also painted all the cab as what we expect these days. It's pretty nice. There is no wood flooring effect on the floor. You also see the rivets on top of the roof too. As we move on to the back of the tender, we have sprung buffers. We have a hook there as well. We have a handrail there. We also have lampines there. Okay, we have the thin coal rail going around. We have the cap for the water as well, and it also has the lining too, and also the small L&NER coupling. Here under the loco, you can see it's a plug and a screw thing again attaching it. Then wires are really twisted all the way down. You can see the mechanism from underneath and the sandpipes too. Here is the detail pack you get with the J36 or the C-Class. You get, which looks like a snowplow or some description, which is very nice for the front. I'm sure you could put it on the back if you really wanted. You get some, looks like drain cocks, brake rigging. Should be another coupling in there too. There we go, another coupling as well. Gauge 00, DCC type ready. Period is Area 3, which is 1923 to 47. It is in its early L&NER black lined livery. Minimus curves is second radius, and its motor is a 5-pole screw wound loco drive. So yeah, that's it on the tracks. Next up will be a points test, and no second radius this time around because I'm running it on a second radius for the video. So yeah, that was pretty impressive for the points test. Next is some slow speed, and I'll find it a running session and see you at the end. So yeah, that's the end of the running session and the review overall. Before I get into my opinion, I'll show you what was running with the C-Class or J36, depending on your preference. We have the J15 here, another 060 by Hornby. This is a nice locomotive, and I think they go well together. The stock they both had was random rolling stock, so yeah, some coaches on both. In the yard we have, as you can see here, we have a Southern C-Class. I can't remember the company, but Southern C-Class, anyway, by Bachman. We have the Duke Dog by Bachman, and then this big girl here with a tender sticking out is Lord Rodney, or Dave, depending on your preference. That one is a new LOCO too. Like I said, the only issue with this LOCO for me is the tender is pretty light. You have to be careful going over points, especially tender first. Same with the J15 there. Would I recommend getting one? Well, yeah. Hornby do several variants, and got one for each variant up to the end of steam. So take your pick. Until next time, guys, it's goodbye from these beauties, and it's goodbye from me.